Do it yourself. It works in theory. So I have a Porsche Cayenne. Some people call it a fancy car, but to me, it's really just a car. But when I got it, I told myself that I would use it to start understanding what cars really are and to get work into it. Now I've had it for almost a year now, and most of the work I've done myself, from oil changes to changing the brakes. And how did I do this? I looked online and asked a couple people questions every time I went to a mechanic shop, wanting to be curious. In this particular instance, my alarm siren went out and I had to go in there and change it. Now, as I was working on this project, it became increasingly difficult because I had a limited amount of tools. But I helped myself out by parking at a Harbor Freight tool shop and buying anything that I felt that was necessary for me to buy. Now, the job was tough, but I learned a lot about doing it. Years ago, I read a book, or I told myself I read a book called Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And I always told myself I wanted to be a fixer. So every opportunity I got, I would always buy tools, whether small or whether large. I started with a bicycle, then I started fixing up a motorcycle when I had one back when I was living in Lagos, Nigeria. Now I got a Porsche Cayenne. Now some people see it and think I'd rather just take it to the dealer. Trust me, this thought ran around my mind a lot of times while doing this project, but I kept telling myself, all I would do is give the dealer the money, but what I can gain is knowledge. And then I quickly realized that DIY should really be translated to DWO, doing it with others. Because I got the opportunity to meet a new friend, Chile. We both went at it together, taking apart pieces of the Porsche and putting them back together, just to put in a tiny little siren in the back. There's so many lessons to learn just by trying to do things on your own. So what would you do if you could DIY?